we're on Union-12 for Operation Chimera. Probably my least favorite mission so far within Operation Chimera after 31 missions. Mainly because this is an already focused mission. To get this done, we need to stun enemies for a total of 200 seconds, and the secondary is to get 3 kills if you want to complete this with honors. Now you can see right off the bat, there's a tank south that I'm firing on. You should be firing constantly, even if you have to be swinging your tank, which in the case of the Russian artillery you are, because the arc is not wide on the S-51. Also, you can see there's 2 tanks down there. If you see 2 tanks next to each other, focus them. I'm using the stock gun in the S-51, not only because I didn't have the top gun unlocked, but even if I did, I would just use the stock gun because the rate of fire is almost twice what the top gun is. And so you just want to be firing as much as possible. The minimum stun time on this gun is about 12 seconds. And so if you're hitting 2 targets for 12 seconds each, that's huge, okay? So anywhere on the map, if you see 2 tanks together, you need to be shooting in that direction. And if you need to hold your fire for a second or two to see if they're going to position correctly to get a hit on both of them at the same time, just do that. If you have to do this one tank at a time in terms of stun, you're looking at 15 plus shots, not counting any misses, which you're certainly going to miss. So hitting 2 tanks at the same time is huge. And at this point in the match, because of a little bit of blind firing, which is fine, by the way, in other arty missions, I'm very much against blind firing just because the missions are a little easier. There's plenty of targets around, but in the case of this is, in my opinion, one of the more difficult missions, particularly if you're not an arty player. And so if you're confident, or you have a high level of confidence that you're going to hit a tank that's not lit, blind fire it. You can see there I got another 2 tank hit in. And at this point, I actually may be pretty close to the stun timer. There was some blind firing, but I'm still going to focus on stun. In fact, going into this, I had mentally prepared for the fact that I wasn't going to get the kills, largely because I bought this artillery specific to this mission. I've never owned an artillery in the Russian line up until now. I don't have a crew for this. I didn't have the XP to look at any of the other arty. This was really the only option I had to get this done quickly. Now, after the fact, I went back and evaluated some of the other artillery in the line. The S-51 is the tank to do this in. I don't think there's another tank in the arty line with the rate of fire that this has. So you can actually get this off of the KV-2, which is how I got it. I didn't have to go through the first 6 artillery to get it. So if you've ever had a KV-2, you can easily unlock the S-51. Now at this point, I'm 100% certain that I have the stun required. My team is losing, but I'm still not focused on kills until I get that first kill. And then I think to myself, maybe I can get the secondary done here. And so I start thinking about getting some more kills because the stun is completely out of the way. In fact, I may have even did 250 or so stun in this match. So there's the second kill, and now I'm thinking, the team's going to lose, or likely lose. I still want to get the stun over the top, just so I have the 100% certainty, but I really want the kill at this point. Unfortunately, I get spotted here, but I'm not really in a position to move. I take a shot. I was hoping to get a kill on that and didn't. So I move a little bit in the hopes that arty isn't focusing on me. But at this point, I actually consider this mission complete. I'm done. I'm satisfied that I'm going to get the mission complete, and I'm not really worried about whether I'm going to get that third kill, because I really wasn't anticipating getting it done anyways. But as it turns out, I am going to get the third kill here. to complete this with honors, which is nice because this was one of the missions within the Union that I was actually dreading doing. Simply because I'm not an arty player. It's not my preferred tank type, and I certainly didn't have the tanks to get this done when I started this. So this match is wrapping up pretty rapidly. Team fell at the end there, but I'm gonna get the kill that I need to complete this mission. I'm holding my fire here because I as a non-arty player, I hate to fire at friendlies, but I get that last kill in. And again, I'm 100% certain I have the stun I need to complete this mission. So this mission is basically over and just waiting for the match to finish. I'm gonna get one more shot in on this panther that rolls up and die. But that is Union-12 with honors. As a bonus, I had a mission SPG-2 for the T-55A queued up to be redone with honors and got that done too. I don't even know what that mission is, but I got that complete as well. So, on to some of the tips, just in summary. If you're going to do this mission, use the S-51. There really is no reason to use any other Russian artillery. This is the fastest firing Russian artillery, I think, between the stock gun, the crew that was almost 100%, a rammer, and food. I was at maybe 2.7 rounds a minute, which is pretty decent for the Russian tanks. You don't need to worry about alpha because all you care about is getting shells out of your barrel. Focus on the groups of tanks. If you see two tanks together, that is your target. Getting 24 seconds of stun at a time as opposed to 12 is huge in terms of getting this done. And if you have a high level of confidence, you should be blind firing. I know it's tough to track the status of the mission that way, but your gun needs to be firing constantly to get this done. And if you're waiting for somebody to pop up, you're just you're wasting gun time, quite frankly. So feel free to blind fire when you have high confidence, particularly when tanks are around fixed structures. If they're just running across the map in the open and they go dark, don't take that shot. It's such a low probability shot. But if they're sitting behind a rock or a fixed structure, feel free to fire because there's a high likelihood you're going to stun them. This one was a little tough, mostly because I didn't have the tank to do this when I started, but once you get your crew up and configure it the right way, you'll knock this out in just a few attempts. Good luck, guys.